Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. My name is Stephanie and this is Luna Phoenix Tarot. Today I'm going to be doing your June 2020 general reading for the remainder of June moving into July. This is a general reading, so it may not resonate with every Taurus out there. So take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I'm going to say this.
Hi, Mommy.
Hi, I have tried to get this video done, this reading done several times, but this weekend has been crazy. So I do apologize. But with that being said, I'm trying to knock it out tonight because I finally was able to get a full spread. So if you hear background noise, I'm sorry. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. If you're a returning subscriber, thanks for being here and thanks for continuing to support me. Hey, shh. So I want to go ahead and get into this. Now, since I've tried this a couple times, I've completely started the spread over several times. This has come out, I think 3 times, soulmates. And it just didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. So maybe I was not supposed to read it until today. I don't know. We did have the solar eclipse yesterday. Mercury's in retrograde now. There's a lot going on. So, the energy's been crazy. But anyway, let's get into it. Taurus. Somebody is in a lot of pain here. I got the 3 of Wands as the first card that came out. This card to me is all about knowing that there's something more out there. Still being somewhat hesitant to step out, but having like a yearning. This card kind of reminds me of Moana and how the ocean calls for her. That's the vibe I'm getting from this card. Clarified by the devil. I had a feeling the devil was going to come out in this reading, and it did. Behind the 3 of Swords, we got Judgment, which is redemption. I feel like this is a lot of forgiveness of yourself and trying to learn how to forgive others as well. Then we got the 10 of Wands. This is dropping baggage and moving on. This card is odd to me, though, because she has a lot of baggage. And that kind of goes into this reading, because this reading I'm getting 2 different energies, but with the same message almost. So yeah, she has baggage with her too, although she's dropped baggage. So that's important in this reading. We also have the 5 of Wands here. The 5 of Wands is kind of like the 5 of Swords to me. It's a fight that nobody wins. It's just conflict, confusion, chaos, disorganization, things like that. We also got the 4 of Cups. This card also looks different to me in this reading. This is typically a card of a love offer being made, thank you, but not being received. On this one, it's like she's longing for it though. So I feel like it's 2 scenarios kind of tying into one. It could be related to one person, but I feel like it's 2 people involved. So 3 total, including you. 10 of Wands came back. I think a lot of you are having a hard time dropping the burdens that you have. How do I word this? A lot of you are having a difficult time with your own baggage that you have acquired from relationships. This can be toxic behaviors that you've acquired, trust issues, things like that. I feel like that's having a real impact on you moving forward. We also have 3 of Swords here, which is about heartache. You know, heart being ripped in pieces. This is serious depression for me. Like, this whole reading, it's almost like I feel like I'm not going to get through to a lot of you. Like, I feel like a lot of you you feel like you're open to advice and you feel like you're open to suggestions and stuff, but you're closed off. A lot of you are so closed off. Anyway, the Three of Swords was clarified by the Two of Cups, which tells me this was a romantic connection that caused this. We also have the Five of Swords here. So already we have 2 10s and 2 5s. 5s represent change, abrupt change. I kind of look at it as the Tower of numerology. 10s represent endings, just before a new beginning. We have another 5 here, the 5 of Pentacles. This could be a poverty mindset, but it could also mean feeling left out, feeling abandoned and left behind. By the Ten of Swords, it was clarified, which is betrayal. This is, let me say this though, look at the energy in these two cards. Y'all excuse my gross nails. Gross. Anyway, this is somebody who is just completely down on themselves, but they get their strength back. I don't know where it's going to come from because this is a lot of heavy energy. Judgment is here though. This is redemption. This is you forgiving yourself, forgiving others. This is you surrendering and being freed. There's a lot of bondage here, but there's freedom. Which is interesting because I see these 10, I guess they're crows, flying. And in every other card of the swords in this deck, not every other one, a lot of them, the crows are there through the bondage too. So a lot of you have people around you that are willing to help, even etherically, spiritually. You have a spirit team kind of guiding you. Sometimes people get confused with spirit guides and think that they have the answers. But they don't give you the answer in the way that you would expect. I love you too. Like, you know how people say, sometimes, I can't think of the way it's said, but unheard prayers, I can't remember it. If you know it, drop it in the comments. Unanswered prayers are, I don't know. Anyway, sometimes we have to go through these lessons so that we understand at a core level how we've been affected by certain things. And we have to understand it at a core level because we have a purpose here on earth. If you're watching this, you have a purpose here. And it's either to break ancestral chains or it's to heal others. And you can't do that without a life experience. You just can't. You can give good advice. I could throw quotes at you guys all day long. But unless I go through it, I can't be of sound wisdom without actually have been in positions like this. Anyway, so the synchronicities that came out, which you're probably seeing 5s a lot or 10s, but we have 1, 2, 3, 4, which says a forward momentum is beginning to take shape in this connection.
Look.
We got 5, 11, which says your twin flame is now beginning to connect the dots back to you. Now, this is a twin flame deck. It doesn't have to be a twin flame connection. I will say, this reading has a lot of twin flame energy in it, though. The theory of a twin flame, I won't get into the theory of what it is. You can go look it up. Everybody feels different about it, and I've changed my own views about it some here and there. We learn the most from people that are our twin flame. We learn from soulmates. We learn from, karmics. Karmics are here to teach us lessons, but we learn the most about ourselves through a twin flame connection. This is somebody that probably hurt you a lot and hurt you in ways that you've never been hurt before, and it cuts so deep that you literally question life behind it. That type of connection, the power behind it, is because although there's all that pain and turmoil, on the other side of this, there's pure joy and freedom and happiness. You don't know what that looks like unless you know what the other side looks like. Why did I say it like that? Without darkness, there can be no light. It literally is birthed through darkness. So sometimes we have to go through these things. But it just makes you a better person at the end of it. Especially when you hack the matrix or unlock the keys to self-love and happiness and joy, and not being letting people have control over your emotions, being unfuckwithable. I'm surprised that card isn't here, but you're not there yet. You're not there yet. You're making your way. It's gaining momentum. So anyway, oh, that's the next card actually. 999 also came out. Mastery of self-love has been obtained in preparation for union. This came out twice. So, union, I've changed my view on this a little bit. Union could be within yourself. We all have a masculine and feminine side. So this could very well be a union with a partner. And some of you it is. And some of you it's learning to completely love yourself, the good and the bad, all together. Some of you, it's both. A lot of times it's going to be both, because the more that you raise your vibration, you attract that type of energy. You ever notice when you're feeling low and feeling down, you attract other people around you who seem to be going through the same shit? It's because your vibration is at that same level. So, emotions are running high. This is your guidance, and I actually pulled extra I pulled more cards for you guys than I did anybody else. Conclusions are within reach. I'm trying to keep my ugly ass nail out of this camera. And a new romantic cycle begins. So again, some of you, this is going to be a romantic connection, as well as a connection within yourself. Now we also got Come to the Edge. Hey, son. And TikTok. Okay, Google. Play Toy Story on bedroom Roku. Sorry, guys. We're almost done.
Okay, playing Toy Story on bedroom Roku.
Okay. I love technology. And I know they listen to me, but anyway. Okay, so I'm not sure what these cards mean. I've never pulled these cards, actually. But what I'm getting from them immediately is TikTok is time is of the essence. However, time is an illusion. I'm sorry, guys. 1 second. Hey, sit with mama. Hey, you gonna help mommy? Time is... Really? Hold on, you guys. I'm sorry. Where's your cupie? What you got, girl? I was looking for that book. Here, son. Want to eat? Want a snack? Hold on. Let me get you a snack. Hold on. Here, Boogers. Here. Can mommy have that, please? Thank you. Just for a minute, and you can have it back. My other kid ran off with the book. Okay. TikTok. Time is of the essence, right? But also time is an illusion. We're living in multiple dimensions at the same time. So what that means is you can create your own reality right now. You can literally change the course of your reality right now. All you have to do is make a decision and stick with it. Set your boundaries and go for it. Come to the edge I take that as let go of fear of being alone, fear of losing what you think you can't live without. There are people and things that I thought I couldn't live without. I'm doing just fine, doing better actually. So, yeah. Anywho, I want to read what these mean though, and then we'll be done. Taurus, man. But you know, this energy is so crazy. This whole year has been crazy. So this is the deepest reading I've had though, out of all the signs. So you guys are going through it, I think. Yeah, it's taking a leap of faith, courage, kind of like the Fool, overcoming fear and accepting risk. So everything comes with risks, right? It's just some risks we have already kind of dealt with them, right? It's a risk by leaving and getting to know somebody else or getting to know yourself, but it's also a risk staying as well. So you just have to weigh out what has the best return on your investment, and we'll get financial here. Whatever you're investing in, make sure that you're getting a good return on it. And it says fear, this is important. Fear is leading the way into places you don't need to go. So this kind of goes into the thing of you can create things out of fear. So the more that you think negatively, the more that you are just living by fear, you're going to end up creating those same things. When this pandemic started, I worked so hard to stay out of fear because I did not want to manifest that. You just have to find something positive to focus on in the meantime until that thought passes. TikTok.
Is that like mommy?
Hold on, princess. Timelessness, divine timing, and immeasurable time. Yeah, immeasurable time. Yeah.
I love you.
Says I love you too. You will never run out of time for the important things.
It's too hot.
So, yes, Mama. So, even if you feel like time is of the essence, it literally says that in there too. Time is of the essence. I need to get this done now. Don't get so caught up in trying to get things done now that you forget to focus on what you want to build. It's a weird dynamic to be in because you don't want to focus too hard on the future, but you need to focus on it just a little bit, right? But you don't want to become obsessive. Basically, what I think the message here is balance. You have to learn how to balance out your energies, your time, your emotions, your dark and light side, your relationships. Lots of balance. There's no balance cards here, but that's what I'm getting. Push through the hard times by changing that energy into something positive. Don't bypass the pain though. Don't go try and drown it out. Don't go try and take your mind off it all the time. Deal with it and then move on from it. And that's how you get past it. You don't just sit there and keep replaying it and sitting in it and going out for drinks and then coming home and not dealing with it and that type of stuff. And, you know, it's avoidance, really. So just be mindful that you are addressing what you need to address and that you're addressing it at a core level and not just, you know, well, I'm sad today and I'm just going to be sad. Why are you sad? Why do you feel abandoned? Get to the root of that, and that's how you'll overcome these things. So I'm going to leave that with you guys. I hope it resonates. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Take care. Bye.